Hello everybody and welcome to episode 71 of the Chesterfield of Dreams. There's no use beating around the bush. The Champions League best playoff draw, or best place playoff draw, is about to begin. The most pivotal draw we're ever going to experience, as it's the very first time we've had involvement with European football at any stage of this save, and indeed any time in Chesterfield FC's history. So we're going to enter the draw now very quickly and see what we have in store. So 5 absolutely massive clubs await us in the next round. We've got 17 coefficients. We're the best unseeded team, but look at this. We've got AC Milan, Atletico Madrid, PSV, Schalke and Marseille. And imagine if I get Marseille, that would be a real kick in the teeth. But will my loss to Manchester City on the last day be my undoing? Did I make the biggest mistake of my career by not getting that draw? Let's find out. So it's Marseille out of the hat first. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my god. I don't believe it. The rivalry is back. And it's a whole different ball game. We will be playing at the Stade Velodrome in the first leg on the 20th of August. Would you believe it? Wow. Well, we're going to fast forward past the Liverpool game and straight to this magnificent occasion. Can I finally win at the Stade Velodrome? My Le Mans FC dreams were shattered at this ground many times, especially in the Champions League final. So in my very first Chesterfield game, can I win there at long last? Welcome to the match screen, everybody. It's Marseille lining up with a 4-3-3 for the home leg. They have no wingers, as they've gone for the 3 up top. Mbaye Niang, Muric and Pourson Clement. Should be interesting, whereas they're also packing the midfield in the middle with Biton, Dub and Aqua. But their players had a league commitment as well as us, so neither side will be at their best in terms of fitness. But I feel that we gave our guys a rest. They're not fully fit in terms of match fitness, but their conditioning is just about fair, and I think that will give us a slender advantage in this absolutely humongous match for both sides involved. We're turning on the sounds, and I'd like to say go out and impress, because there is a genuine chance we could win this. It's not going to be easy starting away from home, but I believe we're about the same sort of standard as Marseille. They have it very tough in Liga, with Paris Saint-Germain winning everything. But nevertheless, let's give it a go and let's progress to the Champions League if possible. Here we go, kick off at the Stade Velodrome, my least enjoyable place to play football on FM. And you might end up seeing why if you haven't seen my Le Mans Odyssey series. This could be another example of it. Aqua to Niang, Masoudi, and Niang scores straight away. I've had injury problems to a few of my players. Henrik Gulden is out for 6 weeks, Yara Messa out for 3 weeks, and Michael Henning out for 2 weeks. So disastrous start all around. And Marseille, we have to close them down, try and negate a double blow. And that is Rina keeping it out, and Bemboletta playing against his former club. It should be noted. We'll have to try and just scupper this threat. But Ronnie Pino, brilliant work. Oh, Forza, he's missed. The man of the season last year has missed a glaring opportunity. But at least Chesterfield are giving a great account of themselves. There's a look at the Red Bull and Dynamo game, which has a goal. Kinsella sprinting past his defender. Forza's hit the crossbar. I don't know how he managed that from 3 yards out, but he has. But Chesterfield at least are getting down to business. They're not letting Marseille have it all their own way. Here's Callum Cook. He somehow levitated the ball back towards him with a bit of telekinesis, and Anthony Syra is a bit far forward. Here's Kinsella, and that's a bad ball. Roger can save. So I didn't know Callum Cook had magical mind powers, but here he is now on the ball, keeping it nice and gently on the ground. Here's Sam Zand. Forza dribbling past 2 and 3. Great block. And the corner is awarded. Bemboletta, where he used to train, and he played briefly before. He now could have been an assistant at his home nation. Now look at Chesterfield goal. This is exactly what I want to see. Kinsella, long forward ball. Tomas Forza with a bicycle kick has equalised, and they've given us an away goal. Fantastic. Talk about rubbing it into the opposition. He didn't need to do that, but he did, and I love every bit of it. Fantastic. So we just need to concentrate now, not concede again if possible. Good block. Aqua. Crossfield to Masoudi. Good tackle by Pino. He's really got to improvise on that left wing, but he's doing a good job so far. He has been booked for a different tackle, but Chesterfield have an away goal in this first leg, and I'm delighted with that. But we'll just have to keep the belief, because our defenders are not doing too well. We have to avoid them switching off. But Tomas Forza, great that he's off the mark so soon. We needed that from him since Yaramesa twisted his ankle again. That was a major blow, as we're only one game away from starting the season. But please stay tuned till the end of the episode, guys, just to see the other key information that you would expect to see from a opening episode of a new season. But now it's time for the second half, and Muric has gone head to head with Stephenson, and the Dane didn't like it at all, so he gave him a bit of a crunching tackle, and that was a wasted free kick. Marseille off to a good start the second half. I'm happy to keep it disciplined at the moment, but definitely Marseille are doing better this half. That's him by Niang. Oh no. Hard luck, lads. Alright, come on. Passion is needed here, and I'm going to have to make a change. It looks like Marseille have gotten the manager annoyed, so we're going to adjust our tactics a little bit to cope. But it looks like Ben Wagstaff will have to play, and Pino can go back to centre midfield. So that's all I can do. I'm really short on options for today, considering players. I don't have enough homegrown players, so I'm penalised in registration rules. So I have to leave 3 spaces for every non-homegrown player I have. And because Brian Boring is homegrown as of this year, he was given 1 spot extra for the team. Here's Stephen Kinsella. Can we get another away goal? Give ourselves that belief back. Cook. No, Mendy has done really well, and Niang is released, and he should have scored. Absolutely no doubt in my mind that should have been a goal. And here come the mighty Loem yet again. We're gonna counter. We have to stay concentrated here, because we don't want to go home and be out of the tie so soon. We're gonna make our next substitutions. I think I'm going to preserve Stephen Kinsella and give a debut to the very fortunate Kyle Downing, because of course we are short on those wingers, and I'm going to give him a glorious opportunity to play at a wonderful stadium on his debut. He doesn't have the quality, but I don't have any alternative. And otherwise I'm also going to take off Stephenson. I don't like that he's on a yellow card, and we're going to swap Shanahan in, and Lenihan will go into the ball winning midfield position. So Kyle Downing, if you get any contributions towards a goal, then he is going to be a hero for this club, even if he never plays again. So we're going to try running at the defence. Here's Downing himself. He's found Ronnie Pignon and Callum Cook. Wagstaff is charged down. Bemboletta ending of the highlight there. We might go fluid, just risk something, but we don't want to break up the counter-attacking play. Lenihan helps out the lost Pino, and now it's Bemboletta. Ben Wagstaff, he wants to keep it central, but Marseille are very strong in the centre, so we have to go wide. And now Pino has released Downing. Downing still. Oh, he's very nervous, as you'd expect. He's going to try again. Cook. Good save by the defender or the goalkeeper. I couldn't tell which one. Bemboletta. Oh, good clearance. Downing. Oh, he's forced to save. Roger getting down to his left. Good stop. But here he is again. That's a bad touch from Callum Cook. And now we're running out of time. But 2-1 is an acceptable result. Not what I wanted to see, because I hate this bloody stadium. But it's going to happen, isn't it? We've lost Marseille again. Unless Thomas Forza. No, ref. Well, that was a very promising European football debut for Chesterfield. I'm going to be sympathetic, but we're going to have to use our home form to our advantage and eliminate Marseille from the Champions League. But yes, I have been beaten yet again by Marseille. It's a different Marseille, not nearly as good, but they are still a top club, and we're going to have to figure out how to win in the second leg. And if Marseille are feeling a little travel sick, that'll be ideal, but we have to beat them with our own abilities as opposed to their downfall. But there you are. There are the results from the rest of the games. You can see the best place playoff featured PSV sneaking past the Polish champions Bełchatów, and then there are some Champions playoffs up there. You can take a look for yourselves. But let's just comment on our start to the season via pre-season and indeed the opening Premier League game. We've beaten the likes of Ludogorets, Wits, Rubin Kazan, Ponferradina and Fiorentina in pre-season, which is outstanding to say the least. And I'm very confident that we have the home abilities that transferred from last season, and that was proven in the real thing against Liverpool as we thrashed them 3-0 through Tom Bertram, and for the first time in many years Ronnie Pino got a goal. But this was the game where Michael Henning was injured, whereas Gulden and Mesa were injured in pre-season friendlies. So that has depleted the squad a little bit, which you can see for yourselves now. Henning and Mesa both out. I haven't made too many signings, but you'll be glad to know we're on the way to a great season. Actually Henning's out for much longer. I forgot about that, so I'm glad I double checked. So we're down to a few strikers now. But here are our look at my signings. Only 2 incoming players. The first is a replacement for Trantafilopoulos. Frank Reeves was a rather simple purchase from Burnley, who had been relegated to League One. He had a release clause of about €9 million, but I stepped in with a simple pay for the value of the player, and Burnley tried to give me a few add-ons as well, but that they were happy to sell one of their top youngsters, and I was delighted to keep him in. So an 8.4 average rating against Liverpool is a remarkable debut to say the least, and I'm really looking forward to what he can do, as he can play anywhere in the defence, and he has plenty of work still to do, but he has the basis that I want to see, and he could become a great defender in future. And then on loan from Manchester United is a Welshman known as Mark Davies, and he will be our 5th striker. But now that we have 2 injured, he's pretty much going to have to make his debut far sooner than anticipated. So I'm really impressed with how he looks, but if he can succeed at Chesterfield, then his career will certainly not peter out after Manchester United. He could even stay at the club for a little while, which would be nice, but he doesn't have to be registered, which is what I really need. But there's no one else in the market that I can find to spend my big money. Like there's just not much I can do until we get those facilities done, which will hopefully... Oh my god, why are they not finished yet? Are you fucking with me? 2025. That's ridiculous. I'm going to have to do something about this. Improve training facilities. What? I don't get this. They've been frozen for 4 years now. Let me see. Well, that is very strange. So the training facilities will be upgraded again, but I cannot wait any longer. This is absolutely shocking. But yeah, that's a glitch, guys. No other way about it. Why haven't I got my facilities yet? I need them really badly, but there's no real I don't want to end this on a negative note, because we've got to play Tottenham, Newcastle, Hull City, Leicester City, and a Capital One Cup match, which thankfully is in September as opposed to August. I didn't want to have to play that any sooner because of the Champions League commitments, but we have to get some sort of results in these next few games to push us forward and maybe get us into the top 4 again, because I promised the board that I would get a top half finish in the Premier League. The FA Cup, they want us to reach the 5th round. The Capital One Cup doesn't matter, and they actually do want us to reach the group stage, but I can't really guarantee that at the minute. But that'll conclude this episode, everybody. Stay tuned for the second leg, which will be recorded in full, and I cannot wait to see if the Champions League beckons for Chesterfield after 10 years of glory and drama. Bye for now, everybody.